Sunday when they defeated Stirp. They'd lost 4 games in succession prior to that, and they'd been virtually in the 5 all season, West Adelaide, so they certainly didn't want it to slip today with one poor performance. Faulting was out injured from that game last week, and coming into the side, Reckner, who sat on the interchange bench. A good crowd at Norwood, 11,678. Norwood today, well, they'd won 8 out of their last 9 games. In fact, the only time they've been beaten in their last 9 games was that spectacular win by Glenelg over Norwood when Paul Weston kicked that marvellous goal. Michael Aish, still out injured. Of course, he was injured last week in the game against Port Adelaide, the Magarey medalist of last year. And Justin Scanlon getting another chance and sitting on the interchange bench. The two sides have met twice this year. West Adelaide had won comfortably at Richmond earlier in the season, and Norwood had won when they were the underdogs at the Adelaide Oval in one of our live telecast games by quite a big margin. Greg Turple, captain for Norwood at the moment. Philip Gallagher still in the reserves, and Ian Borchardt, who of course played such a splendid game last Sunday for West Adelaide, the captain of the Bloods. We pick up the game at the start. Your commentators, Peter Marker and Ian Day.
A desperate game for both West Adelaide and Norwood here at the Parade. It's the last minor round game and West Adelaide's last chance to make the finals. Ferring got the knockaway. Borchardt grovelling for the ball, or kick smothered by Turnbull. Borchardt back on it, but Roberts kicks it through to centre half forward. That clean bowl, Dexter Kennedy, out comes Button, through goes Keith Thomas for Norwood. He's got it onto his left boot. Oh, an awkward bounce at full forward, coming in from a long way out, and a player appeared to be pushed was Neagle, I think it was, or Greg Thomas. Gee, that looked pretty close to a free kick, but it's a point for Norwood.
Might have been through, Peter, when he was pushed. Williams kick in. Working hard for the ball. Roberts comes in now. On the half-forward line, a push in the back. Umpire Peter Mead, joined by Desmond Foster for the afternoon's clash. Then the free kick to Bennett on the half-back flank. The West Adelaide wingman, left foot's towards centre field. Smith's going to get a start. Teal over the top at the back of the pack. Jenkins. Boot quickly. Borchardt to the half-forward line. Muret using his body. Too strong. Malcolm Noble takes a fine defensive mark. Swings it towards centre wing. Looking out here for Teal. That player takes it. Grandstand side. Furthers the ball along towards the half-forward line. Button is there. Kennedy with him. Button 1-2 grabs. He's got it. Swings it out wide. Thomas on the run. Can have a bounce. 45 metres out. Steadies. Goes for home with a long one. He's got it. The legs are off. Fine goal to Keith Thomas. Good constructive football. The legs 1-1. West Adelaide hasn't scored.
Very good passage of play. Teal kicked it up forward, and Button took a very strong mark in front of Kennedy. Norwood had runners everywhere. Button picked out Keith Thomas, and he's one of the best kicks or kickers of a football in South Australia. Through it went. Norwood 1-1. West Adelaide yet to score.
De Jong in ruck for West Adelaide, coming in against Ferring. Both of them like to thump the ball rather than palm it, although that time he did. Gets it back now quickly to the Norwood player in McIntosh. Coming out quickly. That was Andrew Jarvis to the half-forward line. Robbie Roberts over the top. Rocky Roberts has been paid the mark. Well, he seemed to be at the back of the pack. The umpire said play on. Goal. Rick Neagle. Well done, Norwood. Quick as a flash. And the Legs have got their second goal on the ball.
What a tremendous start. The Redlegs, they're on fire at the moment. There is no doubt about that. Roberts went up high behind the pack. He too grabbed it. And the West Adelaide defenders were caught napping. Roberts picked it up, handballed it across to Rick Neagle, and through it went. And Norwood are looking very, very good.
De Jong against Ferring. Ferring trying to pull the ball back to McIntosh. That time he goes for the thump. Finds Thomas. Quickly in McIntosh through. Slings it out wide. Nagel again. Over the half-forward line on the lead. Thomas, good football. Norwood out of the blocks in a flash. 2 goals in 2 minutes. A chance to make it 3 from 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. Brilliant start by Norwood. Kick by Thomas has been hooked offline. Gee, the Bloods breathe a sigh of relief. Looking down the barrel, 3 after 3 wouldn't have been all that healthy. 1 point, 2-2 Norwood. West Adelaide hasn't scored.
Certainly a good start, and I agree with you, Ian. Norwood could win the game in the first quarter the way they're playing. We're not yet at the 5-minute mark, and we've already had 4 shots for goal. There's the kick-off from Williams. Kennedy almost marked the ball, recovered well and got the handball towards Winter. That was a bad bounce. Adler's got it. Now Button has. Andrew Aish, a long ball into the front of goal. Oh, big leap from behind. Roberts has got it. When he gets it, he always kicks a goal. Beautifully read by the Norwood champion. 3-goal to Norwood. West Adelaide haven't yet opened their account.
Fortune favours the brave. Bad luck then for West Adelaide, because it was a shocking bounce as they came out. The handball from Kennedy only had to sit for Burgess, and they were out of defence, but it bounced out the other way. Norwood got into attack. Poor discipline from the West Adelaide defensive area. They all went up. One stayed down. It was Rocky Roberts. A goal.
Ferring and De Jong. Ferring got his hand to it. Turnbull caught. Very lucky. He got a high tackle. If the tackle was a good one, he would have been holding the ball, but it wasn't. Turnbull gets around De Jong, gets a slap across the face. In the process, Ferring picks the ball up. A missed kick. That finds Jenkins. It was very well picked up by Jenkins. He almost misjudged it. Adler's on a lead. That's where it's going. Adler didn't mark the ball. Button's got it now. A hook around to the teeth of goals. Roberts from behind again. He's got it again. That's another one. Oh, amazing football, Roberts. Read the ball beautifully. 2 goals in 90 seconds, Roberts. Norwood 4-2. West Adelaide, no score.
Peter Winter has got the unenviable task of standing Rocky Roberts, and at the moment he's seen his immediate opponent kick 2 in 6 minutes, and that was brilliantly done. Once again, he seems or has an uncanny ability to know where the ball's coming off the pack.
Norwood are on the rampage. Ferring got the benefit of the bounce. Oh, he didn't get it down very well. McIntosh read it beautifully to Jenkins. The half forward it goes. Button goes for the roundhouse right. Winter comes in. Players diving on top of the ball. Keith Thomas got the push in the back. Plays on immediately. Turnbull, loose man. That was Wells' man. He let him loose, and Turnbull will have a shot for goal. It would be fair to say that there are ominous signs already for West Adelaide. Looking right down the barrel. Turnbull doesn't miss many. Through it went. 5-2 Norwood. West Adelaide, nothing.
Throw in. Marginally in West Adelaide's attacking division. Grandstand side. Michael Annie gets up high. Borchard misses it. Turnbull with the opportunity. Thomas around quickly. Winter. A long kick to the half-forward line. Getting back on it is Cantalaftis. Nobody on him. He takes the easy chest mark. Cantalaftis at centre half-back. The crowd somewhat shocked, like West Adelaide at the start of Norwood. Strangely quiet. Linder's got it, centre field. No running players for him. He's going back to kick towards Morris, but it's not a good kick. Intercepted by Filkey, but it gave Andrew Ace the chance. Greg Thomas. Adler. Norwood into attack again to the half-forward line. Turnbull is out there. Good mark. He's got it. Jenkins runs on, but Turnbull going back to kick long. Thomas makes the break. So does Neagle. Around Cantalaftis. Goes in short to Neagle in the pocket. No, Thomas has got it. Thomas 30 metres out. Steadies, and he puts his second goal on the board. And Norwood doing it oh so easily. West Adelaide just cannot find the leg jumpers.
Beautiful kicking and fancy footwork from Norwood. They're mesmerising West Adelaide at the moment, the way they're moving it. They're disguising movements. On that occasion, Turnbull ran past Cantalaftis. Kicked beautifully to Thomas, and Thomas, I repeat myself, he's one of the best kickers of the ball in the league. 7-3 Norwood, West Adelaide 1-1.
21.5 minutes into the first quarter. Norwood by 38 points. McIntosh again. Gives a chance to Aish. In turn, Michael Annie goes in long towards full forward. Up there is Ferring over the top. Williams. First to it is Neagle. Caught on the left leg, but hooks in towards goal. He's got it, his second. Brilliantly done. The Norwood forwards, their running players killing West Adelaide at the moment, and they lead 8-3 to 1-1.
It's amazing. 4 Norwood players now have kicked 2 goals. On that occasion, the ball went forward. There was a gigantic leap by Williams. But as so often happens, the ball is on the ground more often than not. Neagle seized upon the ball and kicked his second. 8-3 the legs, West Adelaide 1-1.
De Jong against Michael Annie. Michael Annie got up high. De Jong second try. Muret, Reckner, finally Smith. High in towards full forward. Luders, Warhurst back there. Jenkins comes to help that player. Linder with the opportunity now. Half forward line. He gets pushed in the back. He worked for it and won it. He's got it on the half forward left flank inside that position. In actual fact, he could make the distance. A tremendous kick on him. Got a lead short from Bennett, but he's confident of making the distance. Doesn't even fire in the right direction. It's going across the face of goal, thumped away by Michael Annie. Wells will be first there if he can keep it in play. Gets a bad bounce. Adler back for Norwood. Stemper in trouble. Gets it away. Jarvis under pressure from Donaldson, and the ball goes out of play.
Great start, Norwood. On the Norwood grandstand, full of Norwood supporters. Give their defenders a cheer. McIntosh again, certainly playing well. Well, Michael Annie applies the tackle. Here's a chance for Greg Morris. Smar was put down. Wells is underneath this ball. If he stands his ground, he'll mark it. Had his feet taken from under him by Warhurst. He got it clear. Muret came in, applies a high tackle, and you'll find that McIntosh will get the free kick. Well, he was just about off too, McIntosh. 6 handballs and 8 kicks to McIntosh. A very good start.
3 kicks, Peter. Not.
Oh, sorry, Ian. He doesn't. He certainly doesn't waste them. Thomas, Greg Thomas, Keith Thomas, one of Norwood's best players already. Keith Thomas. Button gets the handball out. Andrew Jarvis close to the boundary line, plays the ball in front of him. Got Neagle running for him, but Summerton will intercept. Does it well. Picks out Borchardt at centre wing. Now Borchardt will play it over to De Jong. De Jong pats it forward. Smith can't pick it up. Morris has got a chance. Tackled well, Morris. A pack forms and the umpire will bounce it. 8-3 Norwood, West Adelaide 1-1.
Played 25 minutes. McIntosh, an extraordinary first quarter. He's playing all over the ground, although he's the centre player. Everything he does is constructive. De Jong back towards Borchardt, who tries to go through the pack. He can't get through with the ball. Players stack up. De Jong's on the bottom of the pack, forwarded towards the boundary line, and it's out of play on the full. Into time on. West Adelaide down by 44 points. A long kick to the outer side. Thumped away from Michael Annie. Jeffrey Morris gets out a handball looking for Wells. It's Marlow comes out. Oh, that's a high tackle, a bad tackle. And the Norwood robust back pocket player gets a free kick.
He plays it on to Noble. Gee, these defenders are doing fine work for Norwood today. Button interferes with Burgess, not Burgess, Winter. And Winter will take the free kick. To centre half forward he goes. Linder getting there. Can't mark the ball. In front was Borchardt. And he did mark it. Don't know that Borchardt could kick the distance. Wouldn't have, I don't think, much of a breeze behind him. Short he goes. Now the umpire's pulling it back. And quite picked that up, Ian. What was the problem there?
Reckon he didn't kick over his mark, Peter. Des Foster's been around for a while. I suppose that you have to accept it. West Adelaide will be disappointed because the pass was a pretty good one to Luders. He's only 25 metres out, and I agree with you. I don't think Borchardt can make the distance.
Borchardt kicks long and high into the square. Michael Annie up in front. That was a good leap, good judgment, good mark. He'll play it short to Jenkins. Jenkins has got too much run, I think, for Linder. Jenkins to the centre wing area, punched away by Muret over McIntosh. Muret's going to have a hard job looking after McIntosh. I think McIntosh's fitness will perhaps put him in front. Button gets it back to Adler. Button snares it again beautifully. Kicks to half forward. Roberts and Summerton. Roberts now taps the ball forward. Burgess comes through. Cantalaftis. Summerton. Burgess again kicks a long ball over centre. Jimmy Teal's got back on it. Smith knocks it away. Teal playing a lot better these days. He seems to have picked up a yard onto the left boot. Roberts again. The ball runs past him. Summerton's got it now. Doubles back. I think he might have been out of bounds though. Yes, he was. We're past full time. We're about 27 minutes in to the first quarter. Norwood 8-3. The Bloods 1-1.
Throw in half forward left flank. Big crowd, possibly disappointed at the start. Not if you're a Norwood supporter, but certainly like last week, the contest is just not there at the moment. De Jong against Button. Button tried to hook it back. Turnbull, centre wing Thomas, got caught on the left leg, high in towards full forward. Cantalaftis getting back on the ball, takes a good mark. You run this to Filkey. Gets a better bounce this time. The first couple didn't help West Adelaide at all. Filkey over the centre line, short now to the lead of Lindner. Can't half volley it. Winner gets it forward up towards Wells, and he's got it 30 metres out. And he should kick a goal from here. Stephen Wells. Preferred to Reckner in the opening 18. Reckner on the fence. The 28-minute mark, his kick is offline, and West Adelaide not looking like a winner at all. 1-2, the Bloods, they trail Norwood 8-3.
I'd agree with you, Ian. They certainly would have to improve to have a chance of winning this one. Warhurst. Well, Linden nudged Michael Annie out, and Michael Annie will take the free kick. He'll go short to Jenkins with a handball. Jenkins goes long. Adler. Teal. Now, Teal's a long way down. He's probably suggested he's chasing kicks, but Smith is there with him. Adler kicks to full forward. Ferring getting under the ball. Big leap from Williams, but he left the ball behind again. Roberts had a hand on it. And there's a free kick to Williams. I think he was being held. He's holding the back of his head at the moment. And Williams will clear West Adelaide out of trouble. Brings it down the centre of the ground. Gee, Button came back beautifully on that ball. Didn't look like he had a chance of marking it. De Jong was in the best spot. But Button is certainly playing well. Roberts on a lead. Button's going to kick, well, kicks awfully in fact, but Roberts gets out in front of Summerton. That was well done, Roberts. Summerton was right on him, but Roberts' superior pace when the ball was coming saw him clear out and take a very, very good fingertip mark. This is Roberts' fourth kick for goal this quarter. He's kicked 2-1. Should not miss this. That's his third from his sixth kick. Good effort, Roberts. Norwood 9-3, West Adelaide 1-2.
With the double chance safely in their keeping. 18-9 lead West Adelaide 6-14 as we pick up the final quarter here at the parade. West Adelaide looking at mothballs as the ball goes out now to Scanlon, having his first run for the afternoon. And finally Jenkins gets it to Fosdyke. Can't quite make it. Winter over the top of that player. Coming in for West Adelaide was Burgess, but the free kick will go the way of Winter on the half-back flank. It's been all Norwood. They kicked 5 in the first 10 minutes, and since then they've gone from strength to strength, led by 49 at quarter time, 58 at half time, and now 67 in front. Doing it brilliantly. Scanlon from centre wing gets the ball to Turnbull, close to the line. The Norwood acting skipper puts it towards Thomas, the half forward line. Oh, he drops the mark, which he should have taken easily. Pushed off it, however, by Mano. Mano himself can't hold his footing. Filkey for West Adelaide on the half-back line has the luxury of a bounce. Now gives a chance to Burgess. He takes his 2 metres and goes long in towards Williams, the new full forward for West Adelaide. Moved there at half-time when Curley made some desperate moves to get the Bloods back into the game. Williams has done quite well, kicked a couple. Larry Watson with the free kick. Could almost make the distance with a good kick. Towards the parade end of the ground. Dragged the ball across the face of goal. Players set themselves. Scooped out. A chance now for Williams. You'll need backup support. Smile can't get the tackle around. Williams hooks around the corner. Right across. Lindner getting back on the ball, but he can't take the mark. And it's out of play in the full forward right pocket.
50 points West Adelaide. Norwood 117. That says enough. Muret. Reckner, here's a chance, West Adelaide. Reckner's kick looked very good off the boot. He hooked it around, he got it. He played in the back pocket in the third quarter, Reckner, but that was a very good kick for goal, his first. West Adelaide 7-14, the legs 18-9.
Yes, Reckner was on the interchange bench up until half-time. As Peter said, he went into the back pocket when Kennedy went to full back, Williams to full forward. But the moves haven't really done much overall for West Adelaide. But Reckner, it was a good snapshot for his first goal.
De Jong and Ferring, not a good bounce. De Jong comes back on the ball, gets it to Bennett. Bennett will sweep it wide to Burgess. Burgess takes off again like a runaway rhinoceros, gives Reckner a chance. Smith also close to the boundary line. Smith very close. He's playing it in front of him. He played that well. He's looking for looters. Well, the kick was a floater. Teal came in and took a mark and then gave it to Smart. Smart getting plenty of opportunities now. He's turning into a good back pocket player despite his lack of pace. Fosdyke. Oh, that will won't bring rain, but it was a high ball. West Adelaide fighting for the ball near the boundary line. It's gone over for a ball in. And West Adelaide 7-14, Norwood 18-9.
De Jong against Ferring. Probably the ruck touches have been about even, but certainly Norwood have taken the ball away a lot more than their counterparts. Bennett to the half-forward line. The leap from Smith is a good one. He's got it, centre half-forward. He was moved in that third quarter into the forward pocket. You get the impression perhaps not all as well with that player. Up towards full forward. Williams in front, thumped away from that player. Thomas, the easy run of the ball. He's got to get round Watson. The handball to Ace wasn't good. Filkey, 35 metres out, ought to kick a goal from here. Puts it on its way, but that's been West Adelaide all afternoon. Just cannot get it through the major goal-scoring area. They have missed countless shots there from well within distance, and they've got 15 points on the board to show for it.
Yes, it hasn't been a good day for West Adelaide. McIntosh again, a very good player. Turnbull. Plenty of runners. That was Aish. Neagle, a high tackle, a free kick. Neagle to centre half forward. Roberts from behind. Thomas in front, a good mark. It's Greg Thomas. He's made some ball handling errors. Michael Annie on a lead. Gee, that's beautifully put to him. Kennedy couldn't do anything about that one. Best disposal I've seen from Greg Thomas. That was very direct and very confident. Big Jim's kick one in the third quarter. Shouldn't have too much worry with this one. That's his second. Norwood 19-9, West Adelaide 7-15. Ferring is a player that has done a lot for Norwood in recent weeks with his body work and support around the ground. Up high again, he gets the tap down, only to Reckner. Turnbull burst through the pack. Fosdyke. Quite a good player, Fosdyke. Find it pretty hard to get into this side. Michael Annie, Kennedy in front. Good mark. Handball to Cantalaftis. Further to Burgess. The racehorse. Or long ball. Jenkins up very early. Borchardt back on the ball, gets a good bounce, goes short. Lindner hasn't had a good day, Bruce Lindner. Gets the handball over to Bennett. Here's a chance, West Adelaide. Have they missed again? No, they haven't. Bennett, first goal. West Adelaide 8-15 to the legs 19-9.
Well, that's one of West Adelaide's best passages of play for the afternoon. Burgess has been a pretty good rebounder from the half-back line. He always takes that 10 metres before he disposes of the ball and kicks long. And it was Borchardt who got the benefit of the bounce on the half-forward line, and a couple of good handballs gave Bennett the opportunity to boot West Adelaide's 8th goal.
Dirk de Jong. Ferring got the benefit of the bounce again. Here's McIntosh, beautifully handled. The handball was dropped by Teal. Andrew Aish has got it now. Burgess playing well for West Adelaide. That's a high ball. Lindner in front, an easy mark. He appeared to want to play on, but McIntosh wouldn't let him. He's forced back. Now Smith's on a lead, but he goes to the other side of the ground looking for Watson and finds that player. Williams on a lead. Now Watson's going to find Filkey. Filkey dropped the ball. Warhurst ran over him. Filkey back on the ball. Here's a chance. Williams, way out from full forward. Finally gets clear. Didn't get any distance with the kick at all. Not a good leap by Luders. Players everywhere. Jim Till trying to run out of defence. Turnbull. Andrew Ace is clear, but he finds Scanlon.
Scanlon on the half-back line. No pressure put on him as he kicks long to the half-forward line. Roberts in front of Summerton, thumped away towards Cantalaftis. Back in defence there was Burgess as well, but on top of the ball will be Rick Neagle, and the umpire will come in and bounce on the half-forward line of the legs. Fosdyke got it down to Thomas in turn. Scanlon, the pass is on, and Mike Lanny well clear takes the mark. Norwood's disposal of the ball has been superb. Directly the opposite of West Adelaide. They've had so much time to do it. No pressure. Michael Annie 40 metres out. 2 goals. Going away fractionally, but Big Jim has got his third. And Norwood going from strength to strength. 20 goals, 9. Lead West Adelaide 8-15.
Anyone to think that Norwood need a percentage in these last 2 weeks, the way they've played. It was 28 last week against Port Adelaide, and they've already got 20 goals so far. In fact, if they did get a percentage boost, they'd go ahead of Sturt and get that second spot.
Not that it's worth much, Peter, but I suppose second is second after the minor round. McIntosh to Teal. His kick is high. Fosdyke and Winter one-handed. Burgess thumps it away. Reckner, centre half back, hooks long to the half forward line. All West Adelaide here if they can get the sit on the ball. Borchard puts the kick in towards the lead of Luders. Oh, he drops the mark, and that's been his afternoon. Just has not played well at all. Teal recovers for Norwood. Out in front of McIntosh, centre wing. Don't the Norwood crowd love this player, and with justification. A perfect pass to Thomas. Thomas looking to pass off on the leaders. Michael Annie. Thomas up at the back of the pack. Roberts wants help, gives a chance. Turnbull 40 metres out, pops it onto the boot. It's close. I think it's a goal. Well done. Norwood doing it so easily. Turnbull's fourth goal, and it's been a fine performance from the Norwood acting captain. 21-9 the legs, 8-15 West Adelaide.
They ran it in beautifully. McIntosh, Thomas, Roberts to Turnbull, a goal. Turnbull's fourth. Norwood 21-9, West Adelaide 8-15.
10.5 minutes into the final quarter, and Norwood for all money. A double chance, and haven't they earned it? Their 2 wins in the last 2 weeks have been absolutely superb, and coach Neil Baum couldn't ask for anything better going into the major round. Reckner, the high tackle, goes to the half-forward line to Borchard, who holds ground well, takes the mark, plays on, and pops it through, casual as you like, but it's all too late for West Adelaide in 1983. His first goal, and the Bloods have got number 10 on the board. 9 on the board.
Good movement, Borchard. He's a very strong player and stood his ground. He's playing at half-forward now, and West Adelaide have made many, many moves. Borchard's influence on this game is nowhere near what it was on the Sturt game last week. West Adelaide 9-15, Norwood 21-9.
At the bounce down, it's De Jong against Ferring. De Jong and Ferring line ball. Reckner soccers Stanley Williams style. Murat. Watson, a high kick in towards full forward. Warhurst stands his ground, takes a good mark.
Williams lost sight of that ball then, and Warhurst's mark was a good one. He found Ace with it. Warhurst, a vastly improved player. Beautiful kick to Turnbull. Keith Thomas is short, but that's not a good kick. Straight over the top of that player. Keith Thomas is back on it now, though. He's running into a pack of West Adelaide players. He didn't have the ball. He was tackled, and he gets the free kick and a 15-metre penalty as well. West Adelaide player kicked the ball away then, and Des Foster saw it. Now Thomas was probably within range for this one. Normally a beautiful kick. Straight through the middle for his 4th goal, and what a great player he's been today. Norwood 22-9, West Adelaide 9-15.
Yes, maybe Norwood's best chance for the Magarey medal, Keith Thomas. Norwood winning 25-11, 161. West 10-21, 81. Neagle and Turnbull both getting 5. Michael Lanny 4. Keith Thomas 4. Neville Roberts 4. And for West Adelaide today, 3 players got 2. Wells, Williams and Reckner.
Greg, 5 goals in the first 10 minutes and the game's all over. A magnificent opening.
Yes, Ian, we followed on from last week and, you know, we needed the openings bit because we knew that Curls would have his team really raring to go, and it was emphasised us for the game that you know, the first 10 minutes of the game was going to be very, very hard, and we realised that. And you know, our boys played very well in that first 10, 15 minutes.
Were you really fired up?
I think we were, just quietly ourselves were. You know, we played 2 different build-ups from what we did this week, what we did last week, and you know, our build-up, I was a bit worried before the game that we were a little bit too quiet, but I think mentally we were prepared.
Were you surprised at West Adelaide's lack of pressure they put on you and the fact that they couldn't take the ball up to you?
I wasn't. It's hard to assess when you stand and look because you know, we played so well and we just ran the ball and didn't give them a chance. You know, it all goes on how many people you've got to run the ball, and they really can't. They can't beat the numbers.
Greg Summerton, obviously disappointing.
Yes, that's for sure, Peter. Being knocked out of the 5 in the last game is very disappointing, but I think on today's performance we didn't really deserve to be there. I know Norwood play well at their home ground, and maybe if it was at another ground, Footy Park, say, it might have been a different story, but no excuses. We weren't good enough today, simple as that.
Greg, congratulations on your own game. I thought the way that Neville Roberts started that he was going to kick probably 10, but Curls put you on him, and thereafter you made it pretty hard for him.
Yeah, well, Neville was a great player. You have to play him close, and that's what I attempted to do. I don't think they were quite looking for him as well as what they should have after the first quarter, and so I might have got it a bit easier, but it's a credit to Neville the way he goes about his game, and it was a good challenge playing against him.
Norwood got a fantastic start.
Oh, it was just unbelievable. I was sitting on the bench and, you know, we just couldn't believe it, but they were desperate. They really wanted the ball, and that's the way the game should be played.
A disappointer, Greg Summerton, and bad luck to West Adelaide missing out on the major round. Looking at the other scores today, Central Districts won 32 goals, 13, 205 to West